So there's this girl who met this man, and they both in their 30s. Now, when she met him, he had a nice job. She moved him in her brand new townhouse, 3 floors, 2 baths, 3 bedrooms. She already got a child by another man who's in jail. We ain't here to discuss nobody's case, but he in there for a long time. Now, the man been living with her for about 6 months. And in between now and the 6 months, he fell on hard times and lost his job. So now he's considered a stay-at-home man. If that's even a motherfucking title, I don't know, but he's at home and he's staying there. And the townhouse that she owned belonged to her. One day, the son, who don't belong to him, belong to the man in jail. We ain't discussing that. We ain't here to discuss nobody's case, officer. Yeah, School call. Nobody answered. So the school called the second number that was on the application, which was her mother. Now, her mother decides to go pick the little boy up from school and see what's going on. The little boy didn't feel good. He wanted to go home early. Apparently, everything checked out. The little boy was sick, so the mother said, get your ass in the car, because I just left my job to come pick you up. I don't know where your mother at or where that fucking man at. You know, she got an attitude, bitch, okay, yeah, because when she off the clock, she don't get paid. But she love her grandson. So she picked the little boy up and took him home. Grandmother dropped him off, told him get out, go in the house. She watched him while he walked through the yard and go through the door. She pulled the fuck off. She don't know who in the house or nothing. She just pulled the fuck off. This is a hood grandmother. Little boy get in the house, he see his mother boyfriend, speak to the boyfriend, goes upstairs to his room. So the boyfriend seen the little boy, but really didn't see the little boy. He just noticed, he just seen somebody go upstairs. So the motherfucker boyfriend ran upstairs, sweating and breathing real hard. Bitch, and opened the little boy door and said, hey, what you doing here? So the little boy said, I just had to come home because I wasn't feeling good. Grandma just dropped me off. He said, oh, stay in your room, and walked out the room and shut the door behind him. So the clock hit 6:30. This was time the girlfriend normally get home. And coming through the door she was at 6:35. She spoke to the boyfriend, gave him a kiss on the cheek and everything. He asked her, how was your day, baby? She said, good. As she talking to him, the little boy come down the stairs. He says, hi, mommy. I came home early. Grandma came and picked me up because I was sick. She tried to call you, but nobody answered the job. So the mother looked at the boyfriend and said, well, where the fuck was you at? He said, I was in here. I took a nap. I ain't see the phone ring. You're not supposed to see the phone ring. You're supposed to hear the phone ring. You okay? He said, man, you know what the fuck I meant. I was asleep. I ain't hear the phone. But he here. He good. She looked at him and rolled his eyes and said, bitch, whatever. She grabbed her son by the hand and she walked up the stairs, take him to the room and asked him, baby, you okay? So as she's talking to her son, she's checking his temperature underneath his chin and on his forehead to see if he have a fever. So in the midst of her doing that, the little boy says to her, mommy, I seen a visible lady in the house. The mother said, what? He says, mommy, I seen a visible lady in the house. The mother said, fuck you talking about? So it made the mother a little nervous. She thought this little motherfucker was the little boy off of 6 Sense. Do you see dead people? He said, no, mommy, I seen a visible woman. So the mother said, how you see somebody that's invisible? So he said, I did. And she dropped this and gave the mother some lipstick. So all that spooky shit went out the window. The mother now got thorough and serious. Fuck you get this from? He said downstairs in the kitchen. So the mother looked at her son and said, you stand right here. Grabbed that lipstick, went out the hallway, ran down them stairs and walked up to her boyfriend while he was in the refrigerator, grabbed him by the shoulder, turned his ass around and said, bitch, who this belong to? He turned around and looked at her and said, I don't know. Fuck you get it from? It's yours. She said, nigga, don't play with me. You had somebody in my house? He said, what the fuck you talking about? Wasn't nobody in here. So she screamed to the top of her lungs, Junior, bring your ass down here. He come running downstairs and looked at her. Yes, mommy. Where you get this from? He looked at the mother, then looked at the boyfriend and said, the invisible lady. The boyfriend looked at her, then looked at him and started laughing and said, who the fuck is the invisible lady? The mother looked at him with her hands on her hips like Miss Sophia and said, that's what the fuck I'm trying to ask you, Harpo. His reply was, that little motherfucker watched too many cartoons. No more TV for you. You taking your ass to bed at 6. The mother said, oh, fuck that. Junior, what the invisible lady look like? Mommy, she invisible. Junior, stop playing. What the invisible lady look like? So the boyfriend backed up the mother and said, yeah, Junior, what the fucking lady look like? The little boy said, invisible. She said, take your ass to your room. I don't got time to be playing these games. But where the fuck he get this from? He said, man, I don't know. So the next day she at work and she's sitting at her desk and all she could think about is this invisible bitch. She said, my son had to get this from somewhere. The lady might was invisible, but this lipstick ain't. So she's sitting at that desk wearing herself out thinking about this invisible ass lady. She even got on her computer and shit and Googled, do kids really see ghosts? She got on YouTube and shit, started seeing these videos and freaking herself out, bitch. She started seeing invisible people. She turned that shit off. So she on her way home. She worked Monday through Friday from 9 to 6. She normally get home about 6:35, 6:45, probably 7:15 if she got a meet. And her job ain't too far from her house. It's just a couple of blocks. So as she get there, she just thinking. She parked her car and she sit in her car for a minute. She get to looking around the block because everybody's a suspect. She looking at all the bitches on the block, seeing if they got red lipstick on their lips because everybody's a suspect. She trying to see if the invisible lady gonna be visible today, bitch. She's looking. So as she looking on the block like a camera on the corner, she see her neighbor sitting on her front porch, which is across the street from her house. So she get out her car and she walk over to her neighbor and she said, hey. The neighbor just sitting there, heavy-set woman, long ponytail. The hair belonged to her because she Mexican. Down her back, she's eating salt and vinegar potato chips, a pickled egg, a hot sausage, and a ginger ale. And she's clapping her thighs while humming to herself after every chip that she eats. So she asks her neighbor, hey, did you see anybody go in my house yesterday? The neighbor said, And I was sitting on the porch all day, waiting for the kids to get out of school. She said, oh, by any chance do you wear lipstick? The neighbor said, baby, I'm natural. The men love my lips. So she says to the neighbor, which man? The neighbor said, girl, what's wrong with you? You know I be fucking the maintenance man around here. She said, oh yeah, I forgot. Anybody else you fucking? She said, girl, stop playing with me. She said, oh girl, I'm just playing. And she walked back to her house. So as she walking across the street to her house, going through the yard, still looking. Like undercovers in the car with dark windows, bitch, with 6 donuts, just on surveillance. She walked up on her porch. She noticed the screen door was locked. There's no key to the screen door, so she's trying to figure out why the fuck is the screen door locked. So she said she ain't gonna move it, she ain't gonna make no sound, she gonna go around the back of the house. So she goes around the back of the house fast, power walking. She get to the back gate. She open the back gate, close it behind her. She walk up the steps to the back door. The back door is open. So she opened the screen door to the back door real slow, trying to avoid that squeaky noise. So then she finally put her elbow right there to try to squeeze through it so it wouldn't make no more noise. She turned the knob and she noticed the door was unlocked. So she pushed the door open. Now, as the door is open slowly, she see the boyfriend. His back is facing her, but his arms is up like he's holding something. So before she can say anything, the door made a squeaking noise. He heard it and turned around. When he turned around, he was holding something. Her eyes got big and she screamed. Wait for part 2, coming soon.